The statement on John Austin.
Yeah, I mean, just John Austin, he was the first All-American we've had here at Boston College, first African-American player we had here. So he kind of blazed the trail, for all the other student athletes after him. At that time, he was the first. And then I also say Bob Cousy, he was the coach at the time. Obviously he attracted them here. He's from a rich basketball program, DeMatha, played for legend Morgan Wooten. And so to be able to attract him here was a big deal. But this day was huge. Obviously, we hang his name up in the rafters, and really proud of the impact he made as a student athlete here.
Yeah, Coach, kind of gained a lot of buzz around it, honoring John Austin, honoring the 94 Elite Eight team, new football coach put lines in the building. What's it mean to kind of win a game like this in front of a packed Conference?
I mean, it's huge. I mean, you want to win all of the games if you can. You want to get to the point where you can win at a high rate. But today was a good step. We've been home the last couple games. We won them both. Certainly with that 93-94 team in the building, those guys really, laid a foundation for us to give us hope that we can win and win big. They went to the Elite Eight. That hadn't happened in 30 years since they graduated. So to have them in the building and play the way we played in front of them, and also some of Austin's teammates were around, and that they were from the 60s. So to have all of the BC Nation in here and all of the community and the campus, the students, to be able to deliver a win for them is really special.
Kevin and Brett.
Coach, we talked a lot this year about starting faster. You guys jump out to an 18-7 lead, but you can't get rid of them. How do you kind of keep the guys locked in and I guess confident in what they're doing at that time, even though you couldn't pull away?
Yeah, I mean, 18-7, that was a great start. That's progress. We've been talking about trying to get off to good starts and not be on the other side of that. We were up 11, not down 11. So really proud that we were able to do that. We've talked about it. We know how important it is. So I'll give our guys credit that they did that. But Miami, they didn't go away. They got loose for some open threes. That's very typical of them. They make a lot of threes, and when the game gets up-tempo and fast, they really know how to convert and get layups and threes. And so there was a 2-minute patch there where they got away from us, and then we hunkered back down and kind of reestablished the game.
Kind of sticking with his point here. So we have kind of talked a lot about, close games, especially in conference, and not being quite able to get over the hump. What are some of the things that you guys were able to do in order to get over the hump and get that win today?
I mean, I think, a couple things. One, knock down some free throws. Late game, if you're in the bonus, you get to the free throw line 6 or 7 times. If you can get 5 or 6 of those makes in a close game, that could be a difference. But I think, two, we switched our defense to an amoeba. We went to a matchup zone, 2-2-1 back to the amoeba. And I thought we got 3 or 4 critical stops back to back to back. They lost some of their rhythm. They had been weaving the ball and setting ball screens, and it was hard to deal with. But I think we changed the rhythm of the game, and that really helped us.
Sure.
Coach, like you just mentioned a second ago, Miami is a team that can hit a bunch of shots. Maybe not so much in years past, but this year you went out shot for shot with them. How does it sort of speak to your team's development from past seasons to this season?
Well, it's a combination of things. Number one, we got some guys that have been around for multiple years that's played in the ACC that understand the level. They understand our system more. They trust in each other more. Our assist to turnover ratio has really been good lately. We've been getting a lot of assists. So the guys just really looking for each other, working for good shots, not taking bad shots, because we've always had good shooting, specifically this team, but we haven't always taken the best shots. And so I think just working for the best shots, and put your teammates in position where they can knock down those open threes.
Big win today, Coach. Obviously, this is a Miami team you guys have struggled with the last couple of years. No wins over the last 2 years against them, 0-4. So obviously a big win to finally beat them. What went into Devin McLaughlin's performance today? I know we didn't really have too much going points-wise. We think he took 4 shots, but he was great on the rebounds. How important is it to emphasize still staying in the game, even if you're not scoring? How important is it to emphasize rebounds?
I mean, he's just a warrior, a high-level tight end coming out of high school with great hands, good hands, big shoulders, big, 7'2" wingspan. And he's just a warrior. He go after the ball, and he give us a real power forward at this level because he is big and physical. And so just his energy and his effort. He does it night in and night out.
Anything on Jack, last one?
Yeah, coach, so with this one over Miami, you guys kind of leapfrog in the standings. Do you pay attention to kind of the middle of the ACC? It's kind of congested, a lot of gettable teams with some good games.
You know, I haven't really looked hard at it. You know, I've been more focused on trying to have good practices. I can control that, you know, and so have my mind wrapped around, you know, helping the players understand what it takes to win and get them excited about practicing and make sure practice is harder than games. You know, if the practice is harder than a game, that's a good thing. So we've been trying to continue to do that and embrace that. I peeked at the standings. I know it's a log jam, but I haven't concentrated on it. I only look at maybe 1 or 2 games at a time. I don't look too far ahead of that. I don't want to start looking at it and counting and try to, you know, talk about the results. I want to continue to work on the process of becoming a good team. You know, we say we want to be our best in March. We got 2 more weeks to get better. And so that's our goal. Play our best basketball in March. And that's what we're pursuing.
Yeah, coach, just real quick. Bill O'Brien was in the building, obviously brought some more juice. Have you had a chance to interact with him yet?
I haven't, man. I haven't. You know, we had practice right around the time of the press conference. You know, I'd be able to get over and congratulate him and talk to him. Really happy for him, really proud of him. He's got a great, you know, resume, man. He's done a lot of great things. So I'm happy for our school that, and I'm happy for our athletic department that we've been able to attract somebody of that caliber.
All right, we'll go to questions on Zoom.
Coach, I know Mason, when it came to the beginning of the season and talking about his health, just kind of from point A to where we are right now, how is even fixing it and getting him healthy and getting him physically right helped kind of connect the dots to where he is in practice and how he works on a daily basis?
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of him. You know, he played last year, all year with pain. You know, we had a conversation early December about last season about having a surgery and missing 6 to 8 weeks. And he said, no, I just want to play. And so he showed great toughness and it took him a while to get back on the court. We went on a foreign tour. He didn't play at all. He was still recovering. So I think his best basketball is still to come. I mean, I think he's starting to, you know, play good basketball, starting to feel healthy. So he's a part of that play your best in March, you know, and so his pursuit and his upward mobility in terms of being able to produce and understand the system and be a good leader is continued to move in the right direction. And so just really happy for him.
And then you mentioned the amoeba defense, but I know QP was talking zone man switch and stuff like that. But how critical is it to be able to keep guys together over multiple years to be able to install some of those concepts and be able to get a little more complex on defense and turn that into your offense?
Yeah, I'm thankful. I'm thankful because it's something to be said. There's something about BC where some guys will stay. You know, there's some purpose here, whether that be, you know, just trying to build a program and having ownership in that, playing the minutes, whether that be the type of people that you interact with, teammates, you know, the academics that they're getting here. I mean, I think that's a major deal. You know, Jay-Z, Devin McLaughlin, Quentin Post. You know, I haven't had a practice here without them in 3 years. So, and obviously the sophomore class, they've been around as well for 2 years. But so there's something to be said about BC. It's a place where people, they can find some purpose and they feel like they're getting better and growing. So I'm happy they're still around. And I'm looking forward to helping them try to have the best season that they can have.